Notice the way that the air moves through your body, how naturally the body takes in exactly what it needs and lets go of the rest. As you continue breathing, you might begin to notice something interesting. That thoughts, ideas, beliefs, they all work the same way. They come in, they're processed, and then they can be kept or they can be released. Because after all, it's all just data. Every belief, every perception, every success, even failure. Just patterns, just algorithms, just code that's running in the background of your mind. Some of it works beautifully, efficiently, and effortlessly. Some of it slows you down, holds you back. And some of it was never even yours to begin with. And that's okay. Because all code can be edited. All patterns can be reprogrammed. And the easiest way to begin is to simply start asking new questions. Have you ever noticed how sometimes you think there's only one way forward, or only two choices? It can feel restrictive. But what happens when you suddenly see a third option? Something different, something unexpected. Like standing at a crossroads, thinking you must go left or right, but then realizing you can also climb the hill, or take a hidden path through the trees. When you realize there's always a third option, something changes inside. Because one choice is no choice. Two choice creates tension, caught in a double bind. But three is freedom. And maybe, just maybe, there's even more options than that. So to begin to wonder about that now, you might start to feel a sense of openness, a sense of lightness, as if something inside you is shifting, because when you open yourself to more choices open themselves to you. And what's truly fascinating is the mind. Just like the body, it's a self-organizing system. Your body knows how to heal. Your heart knows how to find balance. Your mind knows how to evolve. And every time you ask a question, every time you interrupt an old pattern, every time you step back and observe instead of react, the system updates itself. It's just like when you sleep, and your brain sorts through the day's experiences, letting go of what isn't useful, strengthening what is. Just like when you learn something new, and at first it feels awkward, and then with repetition it becomes effortless. This is how growth happens. This is how you evolve. And the beautiful thing is, the more you play with this process, the faster it works. And so you begin to wonder, what happens when you ask, how can this be even better? What happens when instead of resisting an emotion, you get curious? What's this feeling teaching me? How can I use this energy in a positive way? Because emotions, they're not obstacles, they're tools. Excitement, curiosity, even frustration. They're just signals, just data. And the more you embrace them, the more you learn from them, the more powerful you become. Because every feeling, every reaction, every belief, it's just a piece of code. And all code can be upgraded. And maybe you've noticed in the past that when you felt stuck, when you felt trapped in a loop, but now something feels different. Because now you understand. You can always stop. You can always step back. You can always reprogram. And if someone tries to push your buttons, if someone tries to trigger a reaction from you, you can simply smile and choose a different response, because you're in control, not them. Not the past, not the old pattern, just you. And with every breath, you feel this truth sinking deeper and deeper. And maybe you realize that life doesn't have to be so serious. That even struggle, even challenge, it can be turned into a game of learning, a game of growing, a game of discovering just how incredible you really are. Because after all, isn't it more fun to play, to laugh, to dance, to experiment, to approach life with a sense of adventure? Because the more you play, the more you experiment, the more joyful it becomes, and the easier it all gets. So now, as you continue to breathe, as you continue to feel this transformation happening within you, you begin to wonder, what if you fully embraced uncertainty? What if you welcomed the unknown? With excitement, with optimism? Because every great discovery, every breakthrough, every act of genius, it came from stepping beyond the unknown. And the people who thrive, the people who evolve the fastest, they're the ones who say, how can this get even better? What new possibilities can I create? How much fun can I have with this? Because the mind, the spirit, the soul, they were never meant to be contained. They were meant to explore. And as all these ideas, all these truths settle deeply into your mind, you may begin to notice a shift, a sense of clarity, a sense of lightness, a sense of freedom, knowing from this moment forward, you can always choose. You can always reprogram. You can always upgrade. And the more you play with this, the more fun it becomes, the easier life flows, and the happier you feel. Because this is just the beginning, and there's so much more waiting to be discovered. So take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel yourself stepping into this new reality, confident, curious, limitless. When you're ready, you can bring your awareness back with you, carrying it forward into the rest of your life, because something has changed. And it feels really, really good, doesn't it?